Okay, I think I'm live. Hi, everybody. So I was having a little technical issue, but I think everything's okay now. Can y'all hear me? If there's anybody present, I think there's 3 or 4 people in the house. Can you hear me? Yay! Great. Hi, UT. How are you? Let's see. Wanda B, thank you so much. Welcome. Hello, Miss Cheryl. Okay, you do hair on Thursdays, girl. I wish you was here doing mine. You see what I did? But I'm ready to like go on and chop it off a bit. It needs to be cut like bad. Real bad. Yes. See, you can tell, right? You see these crazy ends? It needs to be cut off about right there. I need about that much cut off, Miss Cheryl. Thank you. Oh goodness. Sassette, hello. Sassette. You know what? I'm gonna do this little thing where we make people's names blue. If you don't mind, let's see if it works for you. Let's see. It's supposed to. Let's see if it does it. Hey, FR Humphrey, welcome back. It's so good to see you. So good to see you. You said you burned out, busy. Honey, what you said? I just been nonstop trying to get stuff planted out in the garden, and then it rains, and then you just like, Lord, I need to spray because I think I have never seen so many roly polies in my entire life. I mean, roly polies and ants everywhere, everywhere. And of course, the snails and the slugs, because, anytime you have mulch, definitely cardboard, using that in the garden, all that stuff is great. And I use it, but they love it, love it, love it because it's damp under there, right? Damp and dark. So they love it. But I feel like more than ever, like roly polies everywhere. Um, let's see. There we go, Sassette. It turned blue. Good. Yes, thank you so much. With great riches comes great. Oh man. Because I keep thinking, like, man, am I really cut out for this? And you ask yourself that every day when you see something you don't want to see, or when something dies and you didn't want it to die. I had like a horrible something, and I'm a post a video soon about my sunflowers this year. And the same thing happened last year, and then the bindweed thing, and but I'm just not having any luck with sunflowers. I don't know why. The dwarfs or the mammoth variety. I mean, just they are fine, and then a few days later it looks like somebody just came by and said yeah, you know to the stem, and the root is still in the ground, but it looks like somebody came by with their scissors or something and just cut the stem. I don't know, and I doubt that anybody's doing that. It's probably a pest or a rodent. I just don't know what. um Humphrey, yes, look, thunderstorms, rain, thunderstorms, rain. That's all we're seeing. Today, I didn't spray. I used neem oil and some other stuff to keep my pest pressure down, or try to. And it's just been raining so much. It would have been, and I was like, man, they said about 30% chance. But yesterday they said 30% chance and it rained all day. All day. So I was like, man, if it rains, because it just washes away, right? So I didn't spray. And okay, Miss Cheryl, thank you so much. It didn't rain, and it's dry as a bone outside. But we're supposed to have rain today too, and tomorrow. So maybe Saturday I'll be able to spray, and I think it's supposed to be dry for 3 days. So I would definitely try to do that on Saturday. But yeah, man, I don't know. Yes, the ants are crazy this year. Yes, ants are everywhere. And I mean, they're just the big old black ones. And then, of course, the little bitty black ones. I don't think they're fire ants, or I don't think I have those, but it's just everywhere. And then ants love compost. They're, the load that I got from that I ordered, it's everywhere. Ants everywhere. So I got some diatomaceous earth and some things like that. If I get a chance, I'll I'll put it down. But it's been raining, raining, raining. We've been having rain for 2 days straight, yeah. And it's like yesterday it was that Seattle rain, like that sprinkle shower, like a misty rain. But it was all day, all day. And the day before though, it was coming down buckets, buckets. And I'm so pumped up about this rain barrel that I have one hooked to one of the gutters. My husband set it up for me, and I need like 3 or 4 or 5 more. Because honey, I ran out in that barrel, and then 3 days later it rained, and it's rained enough to fill it back up. It's I think a 47-gallon barrel off one gutter. It's filled up. So, so yeah, I don't know. How is everyone though? Is everybody safe and healthy and happy? I hope you are. I really do. So, I am beginning a new series called And Let the People Say. Okay. And so hi Christy. Oh, wait a minute. She said ants, aphids, and girl. These squirrels. If and another thing, something's eating my beans, just like they just stood over top of it, went, you know, just chumped off the top of them. And so I'm not putting it past the squirrels. Maybe rabbits, because we have a lot of rabbits around here too. Um, you know, but I planted enough where some more. I planted a second um round, so and they're already coming up, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay. Let's see. Ants, aphids, and squirrels feels like I fight all day. This is our first day without rain. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We went from 5 days straight of low 60, 30 degrees Fahrenheit to so far of low 90 to 50 degree. Okay, that's getting better. The struggles in the rapid climb after a steep drop, all much drier than usual. Yes, and the plants do not like that. They don't like all that cold, and then boom, it's hot again, and vice versa. It depends on what you got out. And everybody, it is the end of May, and people are still fighting to get things out because the temperatures are crazy. And I know, just now it just seems like everything's kind of behind, and it is because we've had those wicked low temperatures when it wasn't supposed to be low temperature. So, but so I'm starting this new thing called And Let the People Say. And what I want to do is kind of I've been posting a lot of videos lately, or not a lot, but I'm starting to just about perspective and growing in the garden, not just growing food, but maybe even perhaps you as a person growing. And so I've been sharing that, and I hope, well, I know that the response has been great. And that's because a lot of you all comment on those videos. And so, what I want to do, because I was very overwhelmed in a good way by your responses and your comments. And so, what I want to do is share some of that, and just kind of call some people out. I don't want to make people uncomfortable. That's not the goal. The goal is to just tell you how dope you are, number one. And then, like, together, chat about whether or not we agree with what is being said. And I think my goal is, again, I want everybody to be nice, no disrespect. If anybody's disrespecting anybody up in here, you will be, my mods will take care of that. This is not the place. Okay, we are all trying to learn from each other and grow with each other, and just uplift each other, empower each other. And I think that we just learn a lot from each other. And I had stated in a video before that I feel like, it doesn't matter who we are, where we come from, what pedigree you come from, how many diplomas and certifications you have, or whatever. It doesn't matter. In the garden community, I feel like we all share a lot of similar experiences, and we're able to help each other. And so that's what this place is all about. Okay. And so I just want to call out some of this stuff, because I have been eating and chewing and swallowing and eating, chewing and swallowing on some of the comments that you have all made, because it is like, it's blowing my mind. Um, some of the things that you have allowed yourself to experience, and while you're in the garden. And I think, I know that gardening, growing food, is not just about growing food and pulling weeds. I'm convinced, without a shadow of a doubt. Okay. And so I just want to share some of those comments, and just kind of chat with y'all, and be in this space, and experience this energy with you all, because it just really, 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 really did something to my soul. And so, psmith Gardner, thank you so much for being here, and welcome. It's good to see you. um so if y'all can give me 1 second, I will pull everything up, and we can get started. But tell me how you all feel about your gardens this year, this season. I know we're trying to get it all popping off, but what are your thoughts about how things are going so far? What have been some of those barriers? What have been some of the victories that you've had already in your garden? If you don't mind commenting in the chat, that would be amazing, because I want to celebrate those things with you all too. And so if you don't mind, that will be great. So I posted a video called, if I can get it pulled up here, my 2020 journey. And pretty much, what I'm trying to do is be in a place of gratitude, number one, but also just connect to my people in a different way, and just really, really keep reiterating that gardening is not just about, for me, I'm not minimizing growing food, and I'm not minimizing sustainability, learning new skills, none of that. Okay, because I believe that we all should be doing that. I don't care who you are. Everybody should be growing something. And in the times that we are experiencing now, that has become even more real to me, right? But just another side of that is our growth as people, and our lives, our friendships, our relationships, our self-care, how we think and talk to ourselves. That is huge as well. And so let me start by sharing. I pinned this particular post by Miss, I think her name is Betty Teaches. Miss Betty Teaches is the channel. And it says, at the time when we're bombarded with death in the media, gardening provides the access to life. We need to balance our perspective. Yeah. Tell me whether or not you agree with that. Sassette says that she's growing and harvesting cucumbers, zucchinis, pepper, corn, okra. Oh my gosh, already? Well, congratulations. With the rain, hot and cold weather, my squash is not getting pollinated too good. Yes, that is definitely with all the rain, the critters, the bugs, the pollinators, all of that, the beneficials, haven't really had a chance to be out. So yes, I totally agree, psmith Gardner. But uh so this world, the global condition right now is terrible. Terrible. Economy's terrible. The life and health of the people. We all have been affected, maybe not directly, but over, just in general, by the changes that are going on in across the globe. And so when she said that, that we're bombarded with death, we're bombarded with all these negative things, and we now know that there's another craziness going on with police officers and all that, it's just so much going on in the world. And I don't know if it's just me or not, but the garden is definitely a place where I feel like I can just process or not. um and I'm not trying to avoid it or not, what's going on in the world, or ignore it, but it definitely can be a place where I feel like I can just be in whatever it is that I'm in right now, whatever it is that I'm feeling, or not. So if I don't want to, have that energy in my garden space, I don't have to have that energy in my garden space. So sometimes, I find myself just not thinking about everything, just doing. Just I know I need to get this planted out. I know, and that to me, again, not ignoring it or or making it seem like it's not reality, but just a place where I don't have to think about that. I don't have to address this right now. In this little 2 hours that I'm in the garden this morning, and my little 3 hours later, or whatever it is that I do, I don't have to think about it. I can just be in a space, an environment where I am free of that. Because I guarantee you, the second I turn my phone on and get on Facebook, it's going to slap me right back in the face. So, why spend so much time, in my personal opinion, in my private time, my personal time, when I'm in my garden space, still thinking about it, looking at videos, watching people comment and do videos about it? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So, yes, yes, limited is right. Yes, you have to back down. You have to allow yourself to come down from some of this stuff in the world, because it will mess with you. And my prayer is, also that, our mind, we can have some type of clarity about what all of this is about. And if we don't, because we won't understand everything, and why it's happening the way it's happening, why now and not then. We won't understand everything, but my goal is not to understand everything. I just need to know how to cope and be able to do it in a healthy way, and then encourage others to do the same thing. So whatever that looks like, I use my garden, to do some of this as a coping mechanism. Yes, I use my garden space, but there were times where I had to go to therapy. I had to, and therapy's not for everybody, doesn't work for everybody. I'm just telling you what I did. Okay. I've never been on medication before, but I believe that if that's what you need to do, if you feel like that's best for you, then you should do it. um so again, what she said was absolutely amazing. Christy said that's what drove me to get outside and plant a seed. I get outside to listen to the birds or the rain, put my hand in the dirt, and allow myself to be amazed at the life that emerges from the soil. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And UT says, follow the signal. It heals. You are right. And it's really interesting too, because like sometimes when I feel I really got overwhelmed yesterday because one of my students contacted me and he let me know that his wife was diagnosed with the virus, and not only his wife but his brother-in-law, which is her brother, was diagnosed, and her father, who is 81 years old, has the virus. So he's around all these people and he doesn't have it. But I was so sad and just feel in the moment with him. And so immediately I went to clean. I washed dishes because they need to be done anyway. They haven't been done for like 2 days, so don't tell nobody. 2 or 3 days. Hi Missy. Hi Missy, how you doing? But that helped a little bit to kind of, I have to start working, but then immediately I got overwhelmed, and sometimes I have to just have a moment. And because I was just so sad. And but the garden just, I swear it spoke to me and said, come on outside. And so I went on outside and I was out there for like 3 hours straight just doing stuff. And I got a lot done, but it helps to cope with stuff like that. For me, anxiety is just one of those things. I think it's human nature to be anxious about a lot of stuff, but sometimes I can go over the top a little bit. So um, I just need to occupy my mind with something else, and kind of work through and give myself time to process. So the garden has helped me do that. And so another comment says, nothing is perfect. This is from Cheryl's Organic Food Force. There's good and bad in everything. Some garden seasons are better than others, but when I think about what I'm able to grow, the good certainly outweighs the bad. And that is almost always, I mean, 9 times out of 10 true. It is, I really feel like, when I look back over a garden season, there is so much success, what I define as success in my garden, that I'm proud of. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of how my garden is turned out. And you're gonna have casualties, things are gonna die. Things are not gonna grow like you think, or you're not gonna get as big of a harvest sometimes, and pests and critters come along, but the good always outweighs the bad. And I believe that about the human condition right now as well. And it's just, this is just where we are, so we just have to kind of go with it, right? There was another comment that said, um she said, this is from L Morrison. She said, sis, that was a word. I've been gardening for a couple years, but this year was the first year I actually put real effort into learning and being okay with failing. How do you be okay with failing? Good evening, Melanie. Hi, Melanie. Oh my gosh, I feel like it's been a month of Sundays, maybe a couple months of Sundays. It's been a long time, girl. It's good to see you. But getting comfortable with failing. How do y'all feel about that? I don't know. Ecocentric is in the house. Things are gonna die. That's why nature produces such an abundance of seeds. Yes, yes, that is so true. And I love how the garden gives back to us. Not only do we get food, but if you allow the process to occur, the garden will also give us seeds. It will give us new life. Propagating has is something I really want to get good at and have not mastered yet. But I I can do some things really well, but the things I want to do well, like taking cuttings and growing roots, Some plants are easier to grow roots than others, you know. But I love how the garden gives back to us in more ways than one. That is just beautiful to me. What's up, Angela's Garden sis? Good to see you. So I'm just reading some comments from a previous video that I posted that just I've really connected with everyone, and it just blew my mind. And I've been really like just meditating and thinking about what you all have been saying. And a lot of people agree that gardening is not just about growing food, but that you can, if you allow yourself, you can actually grow yourself as a person. And some of the comments I just absolutely loved. Absolutely, yeah. Um, Miss Angela's Busy Bees Garden Homestead says, yes, gardening has become a major part of who I am. I don't think I will never ever stop unless circumstances made it so I couldn't do it. I live to garden because it is where I find peace, enjoyment, and fulfillment. And I think we all can agree with that. We all definitely can agree. The Green Thumb Gardening Channel says, hey, Letitia, greetings to y'all from here in our gardens. My friend, love this video. Very inspirational. We learn as we grow, and the more we grow, the better we become at growing things, whether to put food on the tables or the tables of others in our community. You are okay. He says, I'm doing great. Never stop growing. And I would say the same thing back to him. Never stop growing. Never stop growing food, and never get in a place where you feel like you have arrived or you think you have. I just don't think that's a good place for you to be. We can always learn. Always learn. Um, Okay, everybody is speaking each other. FR says failure provides an opportunity to learn and grow. Yes, and every once in a while I have to relearn that lesson. Like failure doesn't mean I just failed. It means I have an opportunity to learn from it and move forward. Do some things differently next time and move forward. Um, so yes, I totally agree. Working in the garden is equal to prayer. Ooh, working with the miracle of life from seeds is such a blessing. And I still get real childlike when I see seeds germinate. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I almost lose my mind when I see seeds germinate in the garden. It is something about that little sprout coming up out of that soil that just I that's all I needed for the day. Sometimes that is just all I needed for the day. I needed to see it come up, and it did, and it's amazing. It's amazing to me. And then don't let the plant grow and become this big, plant, big tomato plant or eggplant from his little bitty teensy seed. That just blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. Hey, Miss Craft. Hi. Good to see you. So let me get to back to the comments. I'm going to another video. And I just think that we all can relate. The bull says it's a wonderful thing about gardening. You're always processing and in your mind, processing in your mind the next move, and that's a wonderful thing God has blessed us with. And I agree. UT says the most important group of friends and honorary family members we have is this community, and I agree with that. I think I mentioned that in my video. So much momentum and strength come from here. Going to go. Oh yeah, and then he tells me what he's going to do. But he says thanks for the positivity and reassurance. You know what? I believe you put out positivity, you're going to get it back, and I can see that and feel that all up and through here with you all. I just feel like everybody's trying to be positive and be in a good space when they're gardening. And good grief, Miss Angela, you and me both know, right, that there are tons of things that go wrong in the garden and tons of things that we don't understand. But I feel like even through that, we are still working through that. You know what I'm saying? And I used to be in a place where I just needed to know why. I need to know why this daggone plant decided to die. I need to know why, and it had to be my fault. Not that there were any other external factors like too much rain or not enough rain or it was 90 degrees or 95 degrees for 7 days straight. It would, it's like I would always beat myself up about it. And I'm like, geez, Letitia, give yourself a break. Did you water it? Yes. And I'm inconsistent. I'm the most inconsistent person, which is another reality that I can go ahead and just own. Uh, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. But I used to think I was. Is there a difference between being organized and being consistent? Because I used to think I was really organized. And I associate consistency with organization. Hmm. Now I don't feel like I'm either one. I don't know. Let's see. I'm backing up the chat a little bit. You always harvest something, even if it is not. Come on now, harvest knowledge. I love that ecocentric. Angela's Garden says, I fully agree. When I see life from a tiny seed, it's just a miracle. And as it grows, even more incredible. That is why tending to what grows in the garden is responding to that miracle. Y'all dropping some stuff. Um, Miss Craft said, just did a walkthrough and saw little sprouts. Look, I know, right? You want to actually, I want to throw a party every time I see a sprout. I swear I do. Oh, yes, tons of things can go wrong, but we grow from what we learn. Yes, ma'am. I know the feeling. You understand what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying. Diva is in the house. Who does? Oh, hi, girl. Let's see. Yeah, I stretched my hair out a little bit. I was just telling Miss Cheryl she's doing somebody's hair, and I was like, yeah, I need about this much cut off. I just want to. I kind of want to start over, y'all. So we'll see. I don't know what might happen. I don't really want to go get to the like barber right now. I just don't. I don't know. I'm still not. I don't know. I'm easing back in. Going to the store is one thing, but sitting somewhere for 2 hours trying to get my hair done, I don't know. I don't know about that. FR, it is amazing that a tiny seed contains life. Yes. And just these little bitty seeds, what I'm saying, it grows into this massive thing. Missy says, I know people who organize dysfunction. I believe that's true. Yes, I can do that. I can do that. But again, it's organization and consistency the same. It's a organization is things in its place. Consistent is doing things roughly the same time, same way. They are related though. Okay. So Diva thinks there's a difference. Okay. Uh for instance, I try to be consistently organized instead of organized once a month. It never works. I know. Uh, um, okay, and then she's saying, "Hey, what's up? What's up to everybody?" Yes, she is rocking a stretched out hairstyle. Thank you, Miss Angela. Girl, after that style is potentially infected over 91 people. Salons can miss me, man. 91. Oh my goodness. Missy says, I mean, they are consistently dysfunctional and they have a system organization. Got it. So yeah, I found myself. I used to thrive on one of my strengths being an organizer, and I think I'm an organizer of some things and not of others. I've just come to that harsh reality for myself because of something that I really valued about myself and was very confident in. And I think times change, you change, and just things have changed. So I'm not as organized as I used to be. I thought I was. I don't know. And then consistency, Lord have mercy. How many books are working on are written about being consistent? I struggle with that. Um you said let the kinks reign. I know that's right. Shoot. Yeah, I'm still up in the air about I know things are opening back up, which is great for businesses. And, they have really struggled. A lot of small businesses have really struggled. Everybody is going through, but I just, you know, I think it's cool that you can, just because the state says or just because the government says everything is good and okay, you can do what you want, doesn't mean you have to. You have to make up your own mind about that. And just y'all just be safe and healthy. Just be safe and do what you can to stay healthy. I like organization because I don't like looking for things. Me neither. Me neither. So if my table is a mess, but I know what's on my table, does that count as organization? Oh goodness. Like I can't stand, I really have a hard time with a bunch of like clutter, but and so eventually I clean it up, but I've been here lately like not caring. I don't know. But it bothers me at the same time. I don't know. One of my biggest pet peeves is looking for something because everything has a place. I agree. I agree. But my husband's always hollering because I move stuff. Well, like the cereal doesn't go beside the couch. It goes in the cabinet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Okay. So anyway, y'all, um do we all agree that the garden is a place where growth can happen? Not just the food, but you can grow. Yes, I think that is resounding yes. Thank you so much. And I just want to kind of um dig into, you know, different aspects of growth. What can that look like for you? And so I don't know, whatever comes up, we'll talk about it. Thank you all so much for commenting though. I really, really, really love all the comments on the videos. Because that, number one, lets me know that I'm not the only one. Um, that other people experience or have gone through similar experiences. And it's really good to hear, not that you've struggled, but that you have overcome, or that you are overcoming, okay, that you are working through some things, or that you have worked through it. And I love that you all are so open to sharing and encouraging others and encouraging me. So thank you so much for commenting on the videos. um Sarah belongs in the bed. No ma'am. Oh my gosh, I can't. Now listen, little big girl farmer and her daddy, they like to lounge a lot. And I have lately I've been able to keep them out of the room. So they've been in the living room, because every time I am out in the garden and they end up in the bedroom, they also end up in the bed eating. And honey, going to bed and feeling crumbs, I just want to blow everything up. I swear I do. Because if I go to bed and feel a crumb on my legs, on my feet, on my butt, on my thighs, why is there food crumbs in the bed? Why? It just doesn't make any sense to me. No, cereal belongs in the cabinet if you're not using it. That's where it belongs. Okay. Um Woo! Let's see. Christy says yes, and creativity. We do more than grow food. We add flavor. Hello. I love it. Yes. They kin to me. Yeah, they may be kin to you, because I just can't do it. I just can't do a crumb. Mm-mm. And Joe used to be, my husband used to be real lazy, because we used to have two men pins. And this is before little big girl farm was born. And honey, he would drop some on the food, and of course, some food on the floor, and of course, the dogs will come running, right? And he would just leave it because he knew eventually they would pick it up. I was like, that is the most lazy thing I have ever heard in my entire life. Pick that up off the floor. Well, they'll eventually get it. I can't. Mm-mm. No, no, no. And that's the other thing. Like, stuff being on the floor isn't so bad. So, like, if there's a book or her toys or something, it drives me nuts stepping over stuff. I hate stepping over stuff. But when it's food on the floor, like, it looked like you just went through this whole house like this, and all the crumbs are just falling out your mouth like nothing went down your throat. That I got a problem with. I got a problem with it. I can't. So I vacuum like 2 or 3 times a day sometimes because little big girl farmer uh be eating like a, I don't know what she be eating like, but I'm like, really, all these crumbs, really. Um, let's see, crumbs in the bed. I did not create. It's yes, it's fighting words, Missy. I can't do it. Grab one side of the sheets and shake. And then it's on the floor. No, and then it's on the floor. UT, where you at? They crazy. I don't like the crumbs, but I love the bed. Yes, I love the bed. Matter of fact, I love the bed so much. I'm pretty sure there's like a in the bed, my little sweet spot, right? The Cookie Monster lives there. I ain't got time for Cookie Monsters. I ain't got time for none of that. I don't want crumbs in the bed, y'all. I just don't. I just don't. Yep. The vacuum is my best friend. Yep, my vacuum is my best friend, y'all. So before we get off of here, I do want to give everybody a chance. If you are new to the live stream, welcome. It was a pleasure having you here. Thanks for everybody that's listening and maybe not be chatting, but they're listening. Thank you so much. And then we keep our wet dry bag plugged up and ready all day. Yes. I feel like I'm living with animals because they just be, there's food everywhere, y'all. There's food everywhere. I'm like, what else? Number one, what else are you gonna eat? And number two, can you put that in the trash? Can you just pick up that bottle and put it in the trash or the recycling? Can you, you know, like, yeah, that's when I go to the garden. I just need to go to the garden. Um, what about spiders? It works for spiders and anything else we do not want in here. Oh Lord Jesus. Whew. You know what? I have gotten a little bit more tolerant of spiders because I don't want them on me. But if I see them in the garden, and speaking of spiders, since I, and maybe not since I got it, but the straw, y'all, that I'm using in the garden, I feel like I see more spiders now. I don't know, but they love that straw. Spiders love the straw. I just want to point that out. I'm not saying buying straw bales and or using straw as mulch is a bad idea. I'm just saying what I've noticed is that the straw can germinate, or like the, what's it called? There's some germination going on. It looks like weeds, but it's where pieces of the oats or whatever that makes up the bale, wherever they got the straw from, um, is germinating, and that, like, spiders really like it. Every time I go step down on that or whatever, there's a spider, 2 or 3 or 5 of them. Yeah. Um, let's see. By the way, this is not related to this live, but gardening realtor isn't feeling well, but y'all go blow her up her comments on an old video. Wish her good. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sure thing. Garden realtor. I haven't heard from her in a while. Okay. Okay. I will do that. Bye, psmith gardener. Thank you so much for coming in. And please, you stay safe too, honey. Let's see. Yeah, garden realtor. I need to check. I need to check on her too. Yep. Didi! like the scene from Color Purple, right? Oh my gosh, what's going on, Dede? She does not have the Rona. Okay, well that's great. That's great, but yeah, still need to check on. Um, a garden realtor isn't feeling well, so yeah, go blow up one of her videos. Yeah. Yeah, Didi is in the house. What's going on? Now this girl, look, Didi be MIA, but but she has been very helpful. Didi, you know your stuff, girl. I ain't even gonna lie. Y'all know I posted a video a few weeks ago about that bulk seed buy. That's because of Didi. She helped me kind of flush some stuff out. Didi is all that. What's going on, Dede? Look, everybody misses you, Dede. David said, "Get that camera out, Dede." Girl, we missed you, girl. We miss you. Cause the people need to see your the people need to see what's going on your property. Cause I know you've been doing a lot of stuff, girl. Yeah, playing with my emotions. Diddy! See, look, everybody's like Diddy! Yeah, it's so good to see you, Diddy. Yep, that's what they do. See, I know it's about my bedtime. Yeah, it's 8:20. I was about my bedtime. I've been really here lately, going to bed around this time and then waking up at like 6 something in the morning. Sometimes a quarter till 6. It's always between 6 and 6. I mean 5:45 and 6:30. And I said, well, maybe this is my transition into farming world. Because the farmers be out at like 5 a.m. Yep. Ah, Demon, why you say that? Lord have mercy. I'm going to either revamp my channel or start another one. Okay, lots growing on in the garden and being stolen from the community. And being stolen from the community garden. Oh man, see why do people gotta steal? Because and that's the thing. Like a lot of people have been asking me, Tisha, you sure you want a garden in your front yard? Do you want everybody to see? And there are even some channels that are telling people to garden discreetly. And I get it. I get it, but I don't think, if you stealing food, then you probably need it a little bit more than me. I don't want you to steal from me though. I don't want nobody to steal from me. That's lying and stealing. It's two things that don't go well with me. I just don't lie to me and don't steal. Because more than likely, if you just ask me, I'm gonna give it to you. That's just what type of person I am. You ain't got to steal it. Mm-mm. But that's, a lot of people have been asking about that. Letitia, are you sure you want a garden in the front? So, because everybody can see it. Well, yeah, yeah. Lord have mercy. And stole the food from the community garden. Mm-mm-mm. That is terrible, though. It is terrible, Miss Angela. Not cool. Someone stole. Wait a minute. Not the food. They stole a raised bed? Come on now. Took a few of my plants, discarded the rest, and then planted their stuff in my bed. Wow. I had to process for a minute. Yeah, one of my garden team members from my senior garden went there and took zucchini. Oh no! These people around here still don't get that it's food. I get asked what kind of flowers are those. They think you growing flowers in your garden. I say pansies and stuff. No, Didi, they doing extremely too much where you at. Yeah, that's crazy. That is so crazy, Didi. I think I let the community garden go. I couldn't handle it. That's sad now. That is just sad. No respect. Just people. Gosh, that is so trite. That is so trite. Um, the garden center gave me another bed plus comped me a free bed for the season. Well, that's nice. That's nice. They made it right. I guess they are I guess they are taking the community part a little too literally, right? Steffi's garden is in the house. What's going on? Everybody say what's up to Steph. Dee said, Miss Crab, they think everything there belongs to them. Well, apparently they do, because they just taking plants and everything. That's not what's up. That's not what's up at all. Not what's up. She said, hey y'all. What's going on, Steph? Listen to them yawning. Don't be yawning. Woo! Experimental gardener is in the house. Well, what's up? What's going on, experimental gardener? So real quick, everybody, before we get off of here, please comment. Yeah, I know I do this pretty much every live. I'm not one of these grow streams. I'm not trying to get people to subscribe to your channel. They're gonna do that anyway if they want to, okay? But all I'm saying is, if like, there are some people that I meet that are in my zone that are growing vegetables like me, that may be growing some of the same things, and so we can learn from each other, okay? So if you have a channel, if you create content on YouTube, do not put links and all that stuff. I don't need all that. I just need you to type yes and what zone you are in. And if you want to put your state, that's cool too. Go on and do that. If you don't have content, but you want to go ahead and post your zone that you're in, that's great. Just write no and then put your zone, okay, next to your name. And then, so if you would like to do further research or connect to other people that are in your same zone, go ahead and have at it, okay? But I just believe that we all can learn from each other. We definitely can learn from each other. Yes, go ahead and do that. I am in Kentucky, matter of fact, in zone 6B, 7A. If you type in the area that I'm in, 6B usually comes up, but that's where I am. Yes, thank y'all so much for doing that. So we got Diva, who is in, who creates content on YouTube, and she is in zone 8A. We have Miss Angela in Maryland, zone 7. Miss Craft also creates content in zone 7B in Tennessee. Experimental doesn't create content, but is in zone 7B. So there's a few people here that you may be able to learn from. And Stephanie says, I list my tomatoes, strawberries, and all but flowers. Let's see, Didi. Oh, okay. I just started only a few videos. You did, Christy. Christy's okay, Christy. Let me see something here. No, okay, I can't do it that way. Okay, Christy is in South Mississippi. 8B, 9A, and then Didi is in I always hear your voice, Didi, when you say your zone in your videos. 5B/6A. All right, Stephanie is in zone 9. Doesn't create content, but again, can learn. We can all learn from each other. It doesn't matter what zone you're in. But again, if you want to kind of connect to those people that are in your zone, that is cool. Experimental garden, where are you located? Someone wants to know. Christy, you sneaking and doing videos and ain't told me nothing. I know, right? So we gotta go check that out, Miss Christy. Congratulations. And See, this is why I have to be noisy because y'all be on the low recording. um, yes. Miss Angela says, Stephanie, you should go on and do some of that recording so we can see what you got going on over there. Experimental Gardener says that he's in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Okay. Miss Craft, I hate they took the feature away to check out channels. Why? I know, right? It's like, what was the purpose of that? So I have to like type it in the search engine. That's crazy. It was so easy to just click on the little three. Yeah. Yep. Miss Craft, I hear you. Um Blasphemy. Okay, I'm gonna do it. What? Do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Do it again. Boom. Do it. FR is in Alabama. Zone 8A. FR, do you create content or nah? UT is back in the house. The Pepper Pusher in Utah, Zone 6B. That's what's up. Yeah, Utah. I mean, UTB. I can't wait to see how's garden this year. I know y'all have had some crazy weather too, um, but I can't wait to see what y'all got growing over there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody say what's up, UT? Yeah, it's good. Oh, there was a young guy. I think it was a guy in a chat that I was in yesterday, and he seemed so hopeless. He kind of, and again, you never know, when you're online with people, and if things are true or not. But I'm pretty sure he wasn't lying about it. But I can't remember his name, but y'all, it doesn't matter. Just keep him in your prayers if you all, do that. Just I think he has leukemia. He was diagnosed with something else recently, and he was just the whole global condition that's going on. He's just really fearful of dying, and then he said he wasn't fearful of dying, but just going through the process of chemo and all that kind of thing. He was very, very just low in his spirit. And so if y'all don't mind, I don't know who he is, I don't know where he come from, I don't know, but he was in a chat that I was moderating yesterday, and he just, bless his heart, he's been on my heart all day. So if y'all don't mind just saying a quick prayer or sending good vibes or whatever his way, that'd be great. Again, I don't know his name, but the Lord knows who he is. um but he just seems so just, yeah, it's just, it was very very sad. My heart has been heavy for him all day, all day today. He's been on my heart. um Christy says, I've been stalking y'all's channels. Angela and Diva. That's so cool. Yeah. Oh, and you bought a container for your worm then. Hello. Yes, get them worms. And that worm poop. No, Lynette Lawrence, hello from Charlotte, North Carolina, zone 7B8A. Thank you so much for posting that. We just went through that list of everybody posting their zones. And Lynette, do you create content? If you do, just type yes as well. And then let's see. Missy says 9A, no content though yet. All right, Missy. And Charlotte has a good climate for gardening. Yes. I wish I was, well, you know, it is what it is. We are what we are. But yes, those mild winters, that would be so cool to have, so I can garden um, um outside. My plan is to have a greenhouse by the fall. That is my plan. I got to have a greenhouse. Not just like a 3 tier. I'm talking about like a actual, like, yeah, heavy duty one. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Let's see. Okay, FR said no content. No, not hopeless about gardening. He is very ill. He has leukemia and he has some other health condition. And he was saying that he was scared of dying. It was very sad. It was just very, it's one of them situations where all I could do was pray, and that's all I've been doing all day. Was thinking about him, and thank you, Steffi. Yes. Yeah, it's so sad to hear. Yeah. Hi, Angel. Y'all out in the garden? Okay. No, 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 that's cool. Lady, what's going on I'm sorry I skipped over you. What's up? I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. Let's see. I do watch this. Oh, you asked Miss Angela about the suburban homestead. Yeah, that's a good channel. I saw your video while you were prepping those greens. Hello, Diva. Let's see. You built your greenhouse. You and your husband built your greenhouse, experimental gardening. My husband helped me put together my first garden bed frame, and I'll show y'all that in a future video. And well, he started it for me, and he was teaching me how, because I do not know how to use power tools. And I bought my own drill, and the only thing I've done with that drill was put holes in buckets. And then like he's been using it to do the rest. And then I just made up my mind that uh, I was going to build it myself, and I wanted to learn how to build a garden bed. So I did that, and I can't wait to show y'all that video. But I'm gonna do this daggone it. But building the greenhouse is something I've been going back and forth. Should I buy a kit, or should we just build it out of cattle panel and some 2x4s? I don't know. I don't know. So I've been going back and forth. Let's see. Let me go back up in the chat a little bit. I would love to have a real greenhouse. I think they're really an asset and give you a start on the growing seed. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And it's the replacing, with the kits. Well, I guess any greenhouse you build, if it's not out of glass, or not glass, but windows, or that poly, what is that stuff called? The real thick plastic, um, or it's not plastic, but it's like sheets you can buy. I can't think of the name, but yeah, you have to replace the plastic every so often. And but I'm really considering it. Yes, I want to, really considering building one on our own with the help of my neighbor. My neighbor refurbishes houses, so he knows how to use power tools. So he already said that he would help me. But yes, I really want a greenhouse. Really, really, really do. Um, I do have a greenhouse, but use it for storage only. It's warm only. It's warm, and I'm gonna direct sow. Yes, ma'am. You should definitely direct sow. Oh my gosh, yes. Especially in the early spring, the end of the winter time, early spring, or in the fall. I mean, the late fall into the winter. Yes, you can use the greenhouse to grow food all year round. That's so dope. Okay, but I have not seen any videos in a while. I'm going to check out. Okay, the Naked Gardener. Hi, good evening. He said, "What's up, Didi's Pharmacy? What's going on?" I miss you guys too. I've been working weird lately. Thank God for allowing me to have a job. Well, thank God, praise God, give him all the glory and praise, because there's a lot of people that do not have jobs right now and are not sure if they're going to go back to work and all that kind of thing. So yes, but I do pray that you stay healthy Okay. And but it's good to see you, lady. It is so good to see you. Plexiglass. Is it plexi? I don't know if that's fiberglass. No, ain't fiberglass. What is the name of that sheet? Naked Gardener might know. It's like plastic. It's plastic sheets. That's really what it is. Maybe I'm making it up. Maybe it is. No, I don't think it's plexiglass. And it has ridges. And most of the time, I see it on people's on the roofs of the greenhouses. Acrylic? No. 6 millimeter plastic. I feel like that's another name, y'all. I might be making it up. My greenhouse is still in the box. I've been seed starting directly in the ground and transplant later. Surprisingly, I'm liking this method. Yes, I love to overplant. Excuse me. It's something about just casting seeds that just warms my spirit. I don't know. It does something to me. I love just casting and not the rigid plant two seeds, plant two seeds, plant two seeds. Like something about that just makes me feel so good. And then just pulling up, or gently pulling up all the seedlings and replanting them somewhere else. Yes, that really did something to my spirit too. I agree. I agree. Plexiglass. Maybe it is plexiglass, y'all. Maybe I'm just, yeah. I'm totally. I need to learn the terms. Somebody had what was it, a live or a video that I did, and y'all know when people garden with plastic, they lay the plastic down and then they have a hole, they punch holes in the plastic and plant inside those holes. Well, I thought there was a specific tool that they use, and I think it was the set that actually responded, but somebody else said that they use a torch to actually burn the holes, because if you cut, it's the way the plastic is made, it's actually like weaved, um and so if you cut, it wouldn't do right, so they use a torch to burn the holes and then they plant. But I could have swore there was actually, like, not a torch but um, some type of tool that was used to punch holes in the garden, in that plastic rather. I might be making it up. I don't know. Um, let's see. Hey, White Flowers Homestead. Good to see you too. La la la. Let's see. Back it up, back it up. Ooh, I went back too far. Sorry, y'all. Have you considered a high tunnel? USDA has a program for those. Yes, and I've been trying to figure out how to get one, and ain't nobody getting back to me. Because apparently it's free, and I'm not a registered farm, but there's a process of registering the farm, and then something here like if you get the high tunnel though, you have to grow inside of it for 4 years. And like they have certain stipulations, so it's not just like set up the greenhouse. We're giving away free greenhouses. There's a little bit of, you know some things that you have to do, but I'm down for that. I'm down for that. So, but yes, I am aware of a program similar to that, if it's not the actual program. Um, I forgot the correct time, but most call it polytunnel material. Okay. I thought it was poly something, but I wasn't sure. Ugh, corrugated fiberglass. Honey, don't have me over here lying. I don't know what I can barely say the word. Let me polyethylene. Maybe that's what that is. I think that sounds right. Naked Gardener. You bought a blackberry plant, lady? That's what's up. Did you get two of them or just one? Is it acrylic bear fruit, girl? I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out and let y'all know, because I don't know. The Fit Farmer, I think don't have me lying because I haven't, but a lot of farms do it. They lay the plastic, it's like black plastic, and then they punch holes, and then they plant inside of those holes. And the idea is to keep the weeds down. Okay, they don't have any weeds, or little to none at all. But I've also heard that a lot of people, there's pros and cons to the plastic. So a lot of people don't like it. And or you can only grow certain crops in the plastic, or only certain crops do well. I don't know. So I'm not, I don't know if I'm gonna do the plastic, but I was just, I don't know why I even bought that up, to be honest. I don't know what I was talking about. Yeah, like a tarp. Yes, if you cut it, it unravels. Uh-huh. That's why you burn it to melt the edges. Yes, that's what they're saying. Mm-hmm. You're right. It is a tool fit farm to use it. Okay, so I knew there was a tool. It wasn't just a torch. I think the torch is one way to do it, but I think there's an actual tool that you can use to actually cut holes in the plastic. I can't really use that black stuff here in the South. It will cook the living daylights out of my plants. I imagine. Yeah. Will get too hot in the summer for that. Does anyone have problems with grass growing in the garden? Girl, like fine grass. Is there a way I can stop it? Good question. Can anybody answer that for Steffi? Yes, you watch him also. Okay. Missy says, I have seen gardeners use a torch. Okay, yep, to make the planting hose. FR Humphrey, I've been ordering online, scared to go to the store, went to Home Depot, looked like the whole town was there. I almost turned around and went back. Honey, if the whole town looked like they're there, I'm not going in. Today there was like 3 people in the garden center, and that's how I like it. I don't like to be, cart to cart. It's too many people. Um, The Essential Garden is in the house. What's going on? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Y'all about to wrap it up. We've been on here for a long time. Let's see, I'm going on an hour and 12 minutes. Lord have mercy. We're just talking about a little bit of everything. A company called Tuffex makes it for greenhouses. Corrugated polycarbonate panels. Yes. Okay. I remember polycarbonate. I think that's what it's called. Polycarbonate panels. They sell it at Lowe's and Tractor Supply. Well, yes. Okay. Christy, thank you so much. Polycarbonate panels. Actually, I'm going to write that down. And then I'm going to Google it to make sure that's the right thing. Because I really think I want that in my life. Polycarbonate panels. Okay. Y'all pray for me. I have weeds pushing up through my mulch. Girl. So again with the straw bales were new for me this year. I just thought I'd give it a try. And I believe it does keep the weeds down, but weeds still grow in it. There's certain types of weeds that like to grow in it. And then you get those little pieces that actually germinate. The yeah, get some stuff germinating in there that I didn't think was going to happen, but it did. Blackberries are weeds in my yard everywhere. Took over my raised bed. Constant battle for me. Yes, and the one person that knows that all too well is Diva Jones, with the blackberries. I never forget a video. I think it was Diva, where you were like, they jumped out the pot. The plants were jumping out the pot, and they were all over your yard. And I think she digs them up like every year. We just got started. You just got started doing what? One channel just calls the black fabric woven weed barrier. The black fabric. Yep. That's exactly what it is. Double action hoe is the best for weeding. You are on this double action. See, you should do a video so we can see what you're talking about, Didi. Yes, I can't with them berries. I dug them suckers up and sold them. Hello, they will make money or die. Yeah, blackberries are just everywhere. Blackberry bushes. Raspberries are kind of like that too. I have everything in pots. I'm probably gonna take a raspberry out pretty soon. Y'all get a bigger pot. I don't know if my neighbors would like raspberry bushes all over their yard. I don't know. But yep, I was considering it. Let's see. Haas tools. What about Haas? Is double action like the hoe Haas tools has? Good question. I don't know. Uh-oh. So yeah, you should just go and do that video because people don't know what you're talking about, Didi. Yep. Well, y'all, it has been a pleasure. I love spending time with y'all. I do. Thank y'all for entertaining me. I just feel a little like my energy level came down today a little bit. That guy has really been on my heart though. Yeah. I don't know. We all have those days, right? Wait a minute. Are we y'all killing me talking about this hoe? 15 to $18 for the hoe. Oh, thanks, Sassette. Thank you. I'm okay. I'm okay. You just I'm a big empath, so I feel like I can feel all of his energy, and it's a little overwhelming. I haven't bought one thing from Haas Tools. They are insane on prices. Yeah, Haas is a little high, but yeah, a lot of people like them though. A lot of people like them. They got tools, seeds, pretty much everything you need for the garden. But yep. Yeah, so go on and do that. Oh, thank you, White Flowers. Thank you so much. Go on and do that video, Didi, so we can, get the, do like do a promo video for Haas Tools. You can get it at Walmart, Home Depot, and Menards. She said, "Oh, you gonna do a video? Hello, Didi's coming back. It's a comeback." Those two country guys are amusing to watch. Yeah. Too many black snails and other insects that are not good for plants. What are you talking about? Too many black snails and other insects that's not good for plants. In your garden? Yeah, the slugs this year too. Slugs. Ugh. Yep. Use beer. Yep. I need to like set 20 traps because there's slugs and snails everywhere. And those roly polies, I told y'all those roly polies are taking over. And ants. People like to pay that because the tools are made in the USA, but I'm like, labor here ain't superior anymore. Plenty of made in USA stuff breaks. This ain't the 50s. Well, use beer for those snails. Uh-huh. Yep. Okay. Beer is amazing. Is it? And some of those snails are huge. Yeah, the snails, ugh. We used to pour salt on snails when we was kids. We used to collect them and then pour salt on them and watch them die. That's horrible, ain't it? But that's what we were taught to do. We were taught to do that. And then the ants, when we had ants were bad in the house, and we'd spray or put salt down around the doors and the windows and stuff. Hmm. Ew. They're like pieces of fish coming out the ground. Weird and ew. Hostas are a great sacrifice plant for the slugs and snails. Well, I got hostas all around I don't, they're kind of getting on my nerves. I know a lot of people love hostas, but hostas are kind of getting on my nerves this year. But I'm going to leave them. They're hard to dig. They hard to like. You got to really dig up. You got to dig up the roots, or they'll come back. They are perennial. I don't know if they're perennial everywhere, but they are in my zone. And if you don't, you can cut them down, run over them with the lawnmower. They coming back. You got to dig that root all the way up. Uh, Stephanie said her garden's gonna be drunk. All the beer you gonna put in your garden. That is so funny. That's hilarious. Just got done watering my garden. Been super hot the last few days. Yes, UT. It has been. It has been. Don't pour salt on your plants. The slugs will do, and plants too. Don't pour salt on your plants. The slugs will do, and plants too. The central gardener. It's very hard to deal with grass. One of the best ways is heavy mulch. Try not to let any grass go to seed. This best luck I've had is with leaves. Unfortunately, get leaves until the fall. Then it helps feed your soil. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Leaves. It's like I can never collect enough. I can never collect enough. And leaves are really good mulch. It really is. I did not have enough this year. I really didn't. So everything is mulchless. I use the straw, but I didn't want to remove the straw because I really wanted to use that as a barrier around my garden beds to prevent the weeds. But there are weeds still growing up in the straw, so I don't know. I don't know. Angela says, "What do you grow out there in Utah, UT?" UT is the official pepper pusher. He grows a lot of stuff, but they really, him and his wife Angel, um, and they grow things very well too. Very very well. Y'all should check it out. A lot of container gardening. If y'all are interested in learning, if you haven't already, or whatever, but they do a lot of container gardening, a lot of gardening in 5 gallon buckets. Um, Most of their garden is 5 gallon buckets, but they have mastered it. So y'all should check it. Y'all should check it out if y'all have not checked out his channel. Okay, I've been trying to get off of him. Y'all been keeping me here. No, I love it though. I love it. Yeah, peppers. I have a pepper bed this year. I hope they grow well for this. I hope they do too, Miss Angela. UT says mostly peppers, tomatoes, and herbs. Trying to expand to other things like squash, okra, and potatoes. Trying. Shoot, you got that in the bank. The essential gardener. The year I did leaves, I literally went around and collected my neighbor's leaves in the neighborhood. Most people would bag them up and put them on the curbside. You are so right. Yep. And if I asked my husband to grab one more bag, he was gonna pop me in the face. I used a lot to start my tomato bed outside with the caterpillar trellis. That was all leaves and cardboard and coffee grounds when Starbucks was open. I put down bags and bags and bags and bags. It was a no till bed, so cardboard, leaves, and more cardboard, and then leaves, 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 coffee grounds. So that's how I started, and then I got the compost and everything. But yeah, yeah, leaves are just beautiful in the garden. It's so great. All yep, and they're all in all my tires. I love leaves. I love leaves. Yes. Okay, y'all. I'm out of here. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for being present and for chiming in and chatting with me and hanging out. Y'all know I love y'all. Yeah, cardboard is great. Draws in all the worms. The worms love cardboard, but also the snails and the slugs and and the roly polies. They love it too. But cardboard is really good. Hmm. How how do you like that method? What method? What method are you talking about, the essential gardener? The essential garden. I'm sorry. She said good night. Maybe she's gone. My bed. Oh, I mean, I like it. It was a lot of no-till gardens. They talk about it being less work, but I don't think that's true. Um, but because you're always working, you're building basically a mound of soil. And you're laying your cardboard and then putting all this other stuff on top of it. Um, if you had a tiller and you could till the soil, that's quicker than using a shovel or an edger to till your bed, right? Yes. So it is less work, but when you're laying all of these layers of organic matter and then mixing soil, making your own soil too, and then putting the soil on top, like I felt like it was a lot of work. But I'm glad I did it because and I would do it again. All my beds on in the front of my house are no till. So I think it's worth it. It's a learning curve and process, but I think overall I saved a lot of money doing it that way. I don't know about time yet. I don't know about time, but I did save a lot of money. But okay, y'all. Good night. I love y'all. Y'all are telling everybody good night. So okay, that's what I wanted to know. All beds are constantly work on soil building. Yes. Build the soil. Even if you buy soil from the store, I think if you work on building the soil, even if you buy it from the store, putting in compost, leaves, all that stuff, putting it in your soil, you build the soil that way too. So as long as you're building the soil, I can be down with you. Okay, I can be down with you. Good night, everybody. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you next time. I will see you next time. Peace out.